Can a Christian be a Democrat or support the Democratic Party? Before we get into this, we want to know your guys' opinion. So comment below, yes or no, and you gotta give me a reason why, yes or no.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Number one, we have, today is very different. I think and I don't know really when it started, if it started, the last, when Biden took over. I mean, I think that, we're older, right? So, it just seemed like when we were growing up, it was policies like healthcare, taxes, Social Security, things that affected our life kind of financially in our future.
And it always seemed to me really, I would say, until, there was a big shift when the second Bush was, for me, what I remember, because he was Christian.
Yeah.
And it was a big drive for Christians to vote for him.
Ronald Reagan.
Right. Because he was really wanting to outlaw abortion. But otherwise, it was always just taxes and Social Security, and that's what you focus on. Do I like what he wants to do for the country?
Or what he says he's going to promise to do and he doesn't do, but at least...
That's typical politics.
Yeah, that's always the way it's been. But they didn't get into these Christian values that are really... that are offensive. Offensive, but goes against everything we believe.
It goes against the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of these issues that are really the heated topics that we have here are abortion. And God is very clear. I mean, I don't know how more clear he could be that he is against abortion. Yeah. I mean, in Jeremiah, it says that I knew you from the womb. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know how much more clear you can be with God. I mean, and if don't take our word for it. I mean, go to the Bible if you're questioning this and do your research. But God is clearly against abortion.
Yeah.
Another example is, the gay marriage, the LGBTQ, and we have nothing against
the people.
The people. I personally don't want a government dictating to me what I should or shouldn't do or what I should or shouldn't believe in. I believe that's a person's right to do that. And I don't want anyone to force that on my life, just as I'm sure, those people, the gay marriage and stuff, wouldn't want me going to them and forcing my Christian beliefs on them. Just needs to stay out of our government. I mean, that's a personal choice, and if that's what you choose, that's great.
They're more than welcome. That's their life.
That's their life.
Absolutely. Do what you feel.
Yeah, but I was going to say that, for example, another example is Easter. I mean, Biden this last year, instead of celebrating Easter, which is a very religious holiday, not only for Christians, but I mean, religion in general. And I don't even think, I was so disgusted by it, to be honest with you, and I really didn't even watch much of it. But I believe that they turned it into a Trans Awareness Day, which again, I have nothing against those people, but they're taking away from something that traditionally is what our country was founded on. Yeah. And you're forcing it on me.
Do it on another day.
Yeah, do it on another day, or choose another day, or, you don't need to televise it and make this big deal about it. Yeah. Number two, it's really lately about good versus evil. And I heard, what got me thinking about this, I heard Candace Owen say exactly the same thing. And she says, the Democrats are evil in their choices. I mean, it's against Christian values and against what we would consider as a Christian evil. Right. And then, yes, I mean, maybe the other opponent, Trump, may not be the best. You may not agree with him. Right. Right? I mean, you may not like what he did. You might not like his past, although I would say that everybody has a past. Yeah. Right? I mean, I've seen movie stars that have had horrid past become a Christian, and we don't go and slam them. It's like, oh, you guys did a bunch of naked movies and blah, 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 and now you're a Christian. So, but the other opponent, or the Republicans, seem to have good, morals, values.
Yeah. he's more for Israel. And
the Bible is really clear about if you curse Israel. I mean, I saw Charlie Kirk say something about that, that God is very clear that you bless those people. Yeah. So, I mean, there again, that's another against the Bible thing that we're talking about.
That we need to look at as Christians when we go to vote.
Yeah. And Candace, when she said this, was very blunt. She says, you have to choose a side. Yeah. You have to choose evil or good. And it's sad to me that it's almost, I mean, in the past, I liked it because they didn't include these issues, which forced me to almost just say, I just can't support this.
Right.
It was like, I'm going to do this for taxes, I'm going to do this, you say for the economy, you say for the economy, and then you look at their history, and then you make a best decision. Right. But now it's really, nowadays, you need to choose between good and evil, and you need to almost choose regardless of the party, and it could switch at some point, that you need to choose which side you're on. And there was a good thing that you said something that reminded me about something you said, a fact. You said that the Democrats take a lot of taxes.
Yeah.
And in the past, the Democrats would take taxes and they would actually help the American people.
Yeah.
I mean, it went for us, the people that are working our butts off and barely surviving. But nowadays, they take those taxes from us, and it has nothing to do with American people. I mean, it's supporting the immigrants, which I have another problem with immigrants. Just do it right. Right? But I mean, we have homeless, we have so many problems, to me it seems like, in the United States. And I'm being taxed, I don't want to get going on this, but I'm taxed almost 40% between the federal government and local government.
Right.
And where is it going?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing to help your people?
Right. All right, number 3. This is happening quite a lot these past couple of votes.
Yeah.
And it's where people are voting emotionally.
Yeah.
They're voting because they look good, or they have a nice smile.
They like their smile.
Or they have nice shoes. Who cares?
I totally agree that we need to be more logical in our decision making and not so much on emotions. And I've watched so many videos of people that are for the Democratic Party, and the person will say, why are you, Kamala or Trump? And they'll say Kamala, and they'll say why? And they go, well, she's a black woman. Well, race should have nothing to do with it.
Right.
I mean, who's the best person, male or female, for the job?
Right.
And when they'll ask, like, what good has she done, or do you like a policy that she's had, or what has she done? They really can't. You can tell it's all an emotional decision.
Right.
Or they just hate Trump so much, or the other party, that they refuse to vote for him.
Right.
So again, it's all emotions, and it's wrong. And what was funny is that Kim was talking to her father, and we were talking about this, and he said that when JFK was running for president, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people were saying he's a handsome, good-looking man. I mean, he liked his smile. They liked his shoes. So, it's been going on for a while, but we need to be smarter. We need to be bigger than that.
It's gotten a lot worse.
It's gotten a lot worse.
It just kind of keeps getting worse and worse.
It does.
Yeah.
In our last video that we uploaded, it was what happens to your soul when you die. And it was a really good video with a lot of really interesting points about how there's 3 parts. There's the body, the soul, and your spirit. It's a great video. And we just wanted to give a shout out to 3 of the people that commented in that video. These are really good. There's super fans. These are super fans. No, these 3 people are really active.
Yeah.
So we wanted to give a shout out. So because I can't read, I don't have my glasses, so Kim's gonna read. The print is so fine, and I guess I'm getting old. Okay, so here are the 3 comments. Love you guys. Thank you.
All right. So Molly says, Jim and Kim, I'm so thankful to God for the calling He has on your life. You guys glow with the glory of God. Oh,
that's nice. Thank you, Molly.
I love your videos. Thank you so much. God bless you and keep you always. That's so nice. Kathy Wade says, what eye has not seen, the ear has not heard, what not has entered the human heart, what God has prepared for those who love him.
Yeah, I like that comment. That was a good comment.
Yeah.
Like that. And Brian, he's like one of our regulars. He's just always
Brian
posting.
Says,
such a nice guy.
Good morning, Jim and Kim.
he's always so happy.
So nice.
Yeah. So if you guys want to make comments in this video, we will go ahead and give you guys a shout out, highlight your comments.
Yeah.
You know, and this will be a really good topic this time.
That is a good topic.
Comment.
Yeah.
I will leave a link to that video right up there, so you guys can go right up there, so you guys go check it out. All right. What?
I want to close.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Kim can close. She's always.
Well,
yes.
you know, I wrap it up better than you.
You do not. Okay, go for it.
Well, first, I just want to say, you guys, we are, of course, not here to tell you which way to vote.
I was going to exactly say that. I was going to totally say that. I was. Totally.
And my hands are cold.
It's nice.
And, you know, just pray about everything and really look at these people's issues. And it's not just about this election this November. It's about all the ones ahead.
Yeah.
But, you know, really just look at what they believe and what they are going to push on our lives and vote responsibly.
You know, I was going to say really quick also, you know, if you don't do this for you, do it for your children. Do it for your grandchildren. Do it for their children.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we all know end times are coming.
Yeah.
And we all know that one world religion, one world government, one world currency. But, you know, think about your kids. I mean, if this continues, it's going to be bad for them. I mean, it's going to be miserable. And it's only going to get worse, where they're going to be so financially strapped that they won't, and money's not everything, but I mean, you need to buy food. You need to pay rent, right?
Yeah.
And it's almost getting that bad.
It is, but you know, ultimately it's in God's hands.
Yeah, it is. And it's his timeline.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But let's try to just prolong it.
Do what he calls us to do biblically, and the rest is up to him.
Yep.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.